What's up, YouTube? I'm here back with another banger video, and today we're gonna be doing, I want to say top five Transformers items to give your loved ones a wonderful holiday gift. Now, I'm doing this pretty late. I know it's right now as of recording, it's the 19th. So yeah, I'm gonna try to hurry this video out as soon as I can, so I won't be able to show stuff like the Transformers alt modes, but that's something that I'm gonna have to do to get this video out in time. Cause yeah, to be honest, I was just too lazy, dude. Oh, so yeah, I'm gonna need to rush this out. So right now we are going to start off with our honorable mentions first. Now for our honorable mentions list, just get the camera over. We have 86 Devastator. Now the reason I put this guy in an honorable mentions list is mainly because how much this guy cost, and it's because this guy is roughly around, I want to say $200, which is a lot, but you do get a very good combiner out of it. Because unlike, let's say, something like the Combiner Wars Devastator, he was very loose, very floppy. But let's say for his arm, for example, his arm is like way more solid. He has a decent elbow bend. You know, his legs are on a ratchet. Just gonna scoop that up. And yeah, so he is a very good figure, but he's just extremely expensive, mainly because of his legs. Now these two figures are Voyagers, and because of tariffs and all, price hikes, these are gonna cost you around $40. Meanwhile, hook and long haul are gonna cost you about $70 to $90, depending where you buy them from. And then Bone Crusher and Scavenger are gonna cost you roughly around $25 to $28, depending where you buy it from. So that's why I am putting Devastator at honorable mentions. But yeah, another drawback I have with this guy is mainly because his gun, he can't really hold his gun that well. Cause yeah, here, let me just pick him up. Yeah, that grip is not good, like, whatsoever. So yeah, he's going to honorable mentions list. So now we can get on with our top five. So yeah. So at our number 5 spot, we have Age of Prime's Superion. And the reason why I put him above Devastator is mainly because he's cheaper, but he's still a very good combiner. Now, I haven't finished him, mainly because I still need Firefly and Skydive. Yeah, Firefly and Skydive. Here, just to prove that I don't really have them. So yeah, that is something that I really hope for the holiday season. But yeah, this guy is very good, and plus he also is cheaper than Devastator, because this is a Silver Bolt is mainly going to cost you around $70 to $90, depending where you buy it from. Each of the other aerial bots will cost you around $25 to $28, depending where you buy it from. Again, but yeah, this guy is pretty good for the most part. He has a 90-degree elbow, ball joint at the head, waist swivel, and yeah, he is just a very solid figure. He is able to hold his gun, like, mainly because there's a port right here and there's a hole, so it just pegs in. And yeah, he is on all ratchets. And yeah, he's just a very solid combiner. And I feel like he is somewhat better than Devastator, although I still haven't gotten the rest of the aerial bots. So I can't really say much on that, but yeah. So next up, let's move on to our number 4. Now at our number 4 spot, we have the Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. Now, this is a very, very wonderful figure. Like, I highly recommend it. But the reason why I'm putting it at number 4 is mainly the price. Now, since it is a commander class, it's going to cost you around $90 to $100. Maybe up to $115. Mainly because how scalped he is. Freaking scalpers. I hate you scalpers. Like, genuine scalpers. Why do you do that? It's not even fun, dude. But besides that, he's a very solid figure. Like, I highly recommend him. Mine does come with a QC issue, and I struggle getting the screws out. I really don't know how to. So yeah. So his smokestack is very it's very loose, and his arm comes out. But I think I liked it because if you read the Skybound comics, his arm does do that. Like it gets blown up by Sparkplug or Spike's dad, pretty much. But yeah, so that's unfortunately a QC issue. But I mean, it's annoying, but it's still pretty cool. I luckily it's this arm and not the other one. Because if it was the other one, that would be like a whole issue. But yeah, it's still a very good figure, and he does come with a whole bunch of accessories to, inflate that price point. Comes the blaster, some blast effects, roller. I forgot what this is called. His Energon axe, and yeah, he is honestly a very solid figure. Highly recommend him for the holiday season. But remember, he is $90 depending where you get him from. Now let's move on to our number 3 spot on the list. So at our number 3 spot on the list, we have our Blockies. Now, Blockies are very cool. I highly recommend them. Unfortunately, the only thing I have to represent them are the Galaxy version of Blockies, of 1 and 5. Yeah, 5 I believe, and Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. So yeah, these Blockies are pretty good. One drawback though is that they do not transform, but something else, but to replace that is that you have to build them. Now I do like to build things, so that's why I really like Blockies. Now there is a difference between, let's say, one Optimus Prime, where his lights turn on. Focus. Come on, I gotta focus. There we go. And his lights do turn on, which, let's say something like D16 over here. His lights, or his eyes are molded, unlike. So there are some differences because these types of Blockies are older, and these ones are newer. But yeah, so mainly their builds are somewhat different. Like the heads, the originals, they came in 2 pieces, while the newer ones are a bunch of different other pieces. But yeah, the Blockies are just very cool, very fun. Highly recommend them, especially because Series 6 is now in Walmart, and I really want to go figure hunting again, but it really just depends if I have enough time to record, and if I even go to a store or not. But yeah, so this is our number 3 list. But yeah, Blockies are very cool. They're also very they're very affordable. I think so. Like Prime, for example, I got them for $9, I want to say, and then meanwhile, I think now they upcharged him to $10-11. But yeah. So next up, so and the Galaxy versions, they're roughly about $5 to $6, or $5 to $7, depending where you buy them. But for these guys, I bought the whole set for Galaxy version, or for Galaxy version 1, and yeah, it cost me around $60, but that was before Blocky's upcharged their prices, and now I believe they're $80, which sucks a lot. And oh man, sorry for Dion. And yeah, it really just sucks. Blockies do have other products. I'll put them on the screen right now. I think right now they're mainly focusing on the I forgot what they're called. They're like the little small ones. I'll make sure that I put a picture. They also have like these really big ones. That are like they have articulated hands, stuff like that. They're pretty cool. They cost around like 40 to $20 depending where you buy them again. And they also have shining versions. I believe that's what they're called. They're mainly like the Galaxy versions, except they have little lights. Think of Galaxy version mixed with the Rise of the Beast line, and yeah, that's just somewhat of a mix of that. So yeah, and there's also I really want to get the Dark of the Moon Prime. That one looks very cool, and yeah. So let's now move on to the number 2 spot. So at our number 2 spot, we have Studio Series 86 Grimlock. Now this figure, I won't go too much to detail. That's why I'll go watch my review on this guy. I go like into way bigger detail on this guy, but he is just a very solid figure. Like, look at that head sculpt. Sorry if it looks blurry, but this head sculpt is very cool. I love the metallic blue. It doesn't really show up that well on camera. Really, he's alright, you know. He's mainly as an accessory, not his own little figure. I'll just pop him off, for Grimlock. But yeah, he comes with a blaster. He is ratcheted. Yeah, his legs are also ratcheted. And he's just super solid, like extremely solid. He also turns into a T-Rex. You know, he's just so cool, dude. Like, genuinely, that's why he's just so cool. A drawback that I do feel like can affect this figure is that depending where you buy him, he costs you around $55 or maybe like $50 to $60, roughly about that price. This is the reissue though, because those damn eBay scalpers, you know. I'll put some like pictures to show what I mean, but yeah, this guy is extremely scalped. And yeah, so I was lucky enough to find this guy. I believe before the new price hikes, I got him for around $55, and gotta say that was a pretty good deal. I can't deny it. That was pretty cool. I liked him a lot, and yeah, he just honestly a great. Oh man, sorry for the yawning. I'm recording this around like honestly like 10:30 at night, and yeah, you know he's a solid figure. I can't really talk too much that I already haven't said, but yeah, and really, you know, he's a little guy, you know. Yeah, I can't really talk too much that I already haven't said. So I think that is everything that I wanted to talk about this guy. So without further ado, let's move on to our number 1 spot on the list. So, yeah. Alright, at my personal number 1 spot, we have the Walmart Black Friday 2-packs. Now, the reason these are at number 1 is because you get 2 deluxes at the price of $15. Now that I knocked over my camera. That's how excited I got. But yeah, these two are just. I mainly bought this 2-pack for Slingshot because I needed him for Superion. But yeah, this is a very good deal. I highly recommend picking up like any of the 2-packs, any of them. But yeah, just extremely good deal. Highly recommend but it also depends on what figures how do I say this? It depends how the figures are too, cause Slingshot, he's a highly I like really like this mold, and the way it looks on Firefly, I really want Firefly, like the blue with the red. But yeah, he's a solid figure. One complaint that I do have is that unfortunately he has to like split apart for Spirion, and that unfortunately makes his waist very wobbly. Like wobbly wiggly wobbly wiggly wobbly wiggly. Ooh, alright. Yeah, that meme's dead. He has a waist joint. Yeah. What else? And he's just a solid figure. He has a good pivot. And yeah, unfortunately no wrist swivel, but it's okay. For $15 that I personally paid for, he's a solid figure. Soulless, she's alright, you know. She has wrist swivel, 90-degree at the elbow. Head is on a ball joint. A full rotation at the arm. His waist or her waist thing does sometimes get in the way, but she can kick pretty high. She has a ankle swivel, pretty good pivot. Wait, did I get that on camera? Hopefully I did. I'll just show it off just in case I didn't get it on camera. I want to say, yeah, 90-degree at the knee bend. I don't know if I mentioned this. She has a waist swivel, and yeah, just solid figures for the most part. Solus's transformation is like very iffy. These shoulder pieces are very tedious to like get on for the ult mode, but yeah, it's still, they're still solid figures, but that's somewhat of a complaint that I do have. Now we are at the last segment of the video, and the reason I'm putting this segment in it is because I want to talk about my personal wish list for the holiday season. Now, first up we have is Studio Series Megatron. I'll put a picture up there. Studio Series 86 Soundwave. Put a picture up there. I forgot what they're calling it. The new version of Perceptor. I'll put a picture up there. The new version of Gamer Edition Optimus Prime. Put a picture up there. What else? The rest of the aerial bots. I'll put pictures of them. What else? Think, Alex. Think. More of the Walmart 2-packs. I'll put the ones that I want up there. And the Transformers crossover with the Back to the Future. I'll put the picture up right there. And yeah, that should be everything I wanted to talk about today. So, yeah, this should be my last video of the year. Or unless I do like a figure hunt or something like that. But yeah, this should be my last video of the year. So I want to wish everyone happy holidays. I don't know if I'll do like a Christmas haul, something like that. I don't know if I'll do that. It depends if I get any figures. But yeah. So, shook my camera by accident. So I wish everyone a happy holidays, happy New Year's, and yeah. So I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go play Fortnite. Oh, I might watch Fallout Season 2. I still need to watch that. But yeah. So hope you have a good rest of your day or night. Subscribe, like this video, comment your thoughts on this video, and yeah. So goodbye.